There we go. There we go, Facebook. How are you? Another Monday residential service to all taxpayers, residents, surrounding communities, benefactors of Atlantic County, Atlantic City. Let me get that in there. There we go. Yes. How we doing? Hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving. As we all know, wasn't such the smoothest of holidays, but hopefully those who were privileged were able to eat, hang out with friends and family, swap stories, and talk about Wednesday's theatrics over at Harris Pool. So, my man keeps it coming. Mayor Marty. Wednesday is the biggest night to go out. And as we all know, there's scuffles that happen because people overindulge with alcohol. But this year was taken to a whole new level. And I say that because under the small administration, which people so proudly always talk about, it was not a great day for Harris, for Atlantic City, or the unfortunate individuals that were stabbed. Stabbed by city employees, hired, handpicked by the mayor, Marty, under his administration. As we all know, every press conference he does, under his administration. We can't hide from this one, my man. We cannot. I apologize. The camera's on the wrong side, people. I'm used to looking this way, whatever, so we'll fix it next week. Back to the point of the story. Under this administration, we had a $65,000 a year city employee handpicked by no other than Marty Small, a.k.a. the promotion, a.k.a. just idiot, I guess. I don't know. I'm not giving him any credit. Dante Braxton stabbed somebody on our time and dollar. When you are anti-violence, you are on call 24/7, 365. Marty's dumb decision to get $1.5 million, distribute it amongst I don't know how many anti-violence people are on this group. Also, talking to a few police officer friends of mine in the department, they have no idea who these people are. So how do you have anti-violence and the police department and no one knows on the street who is who? Yes, you can have your directors' meetings. You can have your clean and safe meetings. The chiefs know. The Indians that actually work 7 days, 365, whatever. They don't know apples and oranges, who's who. But they, I guess, are indirectly, no disrespect to the police department, a subsidiary of the police department to ice down problems and incidences like this that we had that's all over the news. And yet, Marty puts the city in a bad spotlight once again by hiring friends, family, partners with his promotions, whatever the hell they do for him with his side job, Bob thing he does, whatever. At $65,000 a year, you think the person would be responsible, and they're not. People were stabbed. People bled heavily. It's all over the news. One person was retracted as being a major part of it. Great. Not everybody. Like they say, it's the straw that breaks the camel's back. Mr. Braxton is the straw. So we have a $1.5 million grant that's done absolutely nothing. He had an interview saying how great the program was last week with a reporter. And then Wednesday's actions happen. You can't make this up. And yet, most of you find a reason to stroke this guy checks, support whatever smoke and mirrors charity stuff he does. He walks around like nothing's going down. Rah, rah, rah with the Eagles. When does it end, everybody? When does it end? The pen is mightier than the sword. A lot of you need to stop using your pens. And if you do want to continue to use them for better reasons. Okay? You are feeding fuel to a fire that is just hurting Atlantic City's brand. Okay? Yes. Most of you may think I'm picking on them. This is constructive criticism. And if you have the smallest investment in Atlantic City, you want the best person to protect your investment. Tell me, and you can inbox me on this Facebook. You know where to find me. You know people that know me. I've yet to have anyone negative call up or reach out negatively about what I'm doing. Most of these bigger fish in this small pond of Atlantic City need to wake up and think about the public and not yourselves and your interest down the line on your contracts and what you can get tomorrow. Okay? The other day, we had 9 agencies come down Bellevue, Florida, Texas Avenue. Okay? It's back to normal. It's back to normal. It's back to a dump. The drug dealers, the hookers, it's a whole new group of people. You need, on that aspect, for those who think you know what you're doing, you need to punish the landlord of those buildings. Go in, send in the inspectors to make sure they're conforming. Guarantee you they're not. If you got people selling drugs out of a building, I guarantee you the building's not conforming. I will bet you there are more than whatever bedrooms they say. I will bet you there are meth labs. I will bet you'll find more drugs in there and everything else. And it's 1 block over. And 2 and 3. It's not fair to the other residents and the children that walk back and forth to school every day. It's not fair to our tourists. It's not. Just because you went one day doesn't mean you take your foot off the gas. Get back on and get over there. Punish those who benefit. That's the landlords. They are the biggest problem in Atlantic City. The landlords. They need to all comply with everything, and they need to know their audience and what's going on. Now, where you live in Philly, California, Europe, if you can't see that far, that ain't my problem. It's not a residence problem. It's for any other families around here. You better walk around, head high, and go where you got to go. Beach, bay, a bodega, a restaurant, a boardwalk, and not worry about a sketchy situation. 0. Case in point, Disney. I must have walked 100 people down to the boardwalk from both parking lots that surround the bar. Why isn't there a police detail for that? Marty can have 9 of them walking him around for no reason. Why can't we have one for the things that matter? Kids, moms, dads, grandparents going to see Disney. One of the purest things in the world. Not one detail cop offered by the police department to make sure things were clean and safe. But Marty can have 5 detail police officers drive him around in his whip, tinted windows, waiting for the 24 to 26-inch rims to come in. You know they're coming. It makes no sense. The city directors do not protect the residents and the investors. The directors do not care. All of you. If you are a director of something, you don't care about the AC residents or the tourists. And it shows. This week especially. You should be all ashamed of yourselves because you wouldn't want that where you live, and most of you don't live in Atlantic City. It's a shame. We have to suffer and almost go vigilante to protect ourselves while you drive back to where you are and not worry about it, calling it a rear view town, but you make a lot of money and you don't care, especially Marty. He can care less. If he cared, you see it, but you don't. He cares for his own constituents in his own little bubble, and he knows it's the 2,500 people that continuously vote for him, or he scams to vote for him, so on and so forth. The city is not protected by this guy a little bit. Not a little bit. Okay? He hires criminals. Just because he fired the guy, he thinks he's cool now. The damage is done. Dude got stabbed. 2 people got stabbed. I fired him. We still going to have to pay the lawsuit from the person that got stabbed, you idiot. And the city being self-insured does not help. Those people on that anti-violence should have their own insurance policy for dumb mistakes that they do. We're going to have to pay for that bill. People, I guarantee you, pay attention. We're going to wind up paying for this. It's a stabbing. Millions of dollars are going to come out. And for what? For the 1.5 he begged for, it's going to cost us $10 million. Think about that. 1.5 Marty asked for to do this thing for 4 years, I think, whatever. It's going to cost us $10 million. And embarrassment and less people coming into Atlantic City. I don't know how much marketing the small businesses and casinos can do anymore without the city fighting us, hiring inept individuals. That being said, it's a disgrace. The Attorney General, the Governor, the Deputy Governor, the 3 is disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Murphy, you don't care about AC. Sheila Oliver, you don't care about AC. Whoever the damn Attorney General is, you don't care about Atlantic City. You know why? None of you has been down here at all to address negative issues. It's all about how we're going to give people money, not collect it back, to make the city look better. Before you do that, clean your rooms, everybody. This is what it comes down to. Personally, I would set the prosecutor's office loose, the county, supersede ACPD, I'm sorry, and just go bananas. Bring in the National Guard and wipe every known entity out that's horrible with drugs and everything else. And we all know where they are. It's got to end. Every other town on the ocean flourishes except Atlantic City. That is embarrassing, people. Cranes and towers. People are knocking down multi-million-dollar homes. You can't even take down a damn casino right now because the juice is not worth the squeeze. I don't get it. I don't get it. If you really don't care about Atlantic City, take your businesses to a different town and destroy them. Because there's still good people here that care. I'm going to continue to fight. I have a lot of people that are now stretching to fight because they care about Atlantic City. There's something about this town that's got a charm to it, and we're going to make it shine. But as long as that turd on the 7 floors around, that's one thing we got to polish, and I don't think you can polish a turd. Now, The press of Atlantic City, Captain Obvious wants to put something out as far as road conditions. You're 6 years too late with the article. There's money put aside, pave the damn roads, and paint them. We don't need special nothing. We don't need special nothing. 4 lanes, center turning, address the lighting, the lights on the timers, let it go. Don't reinvent the wheel because you guys are shitty at your jobs to begin with, operating the city. Leave it alone, repave, repaint, recalibrate. A lot of re's. That's it. Keep it simple. It's disturbing and disgusting. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Now we have a 3-point contest. The mayor is putting on. We know Coach Keenan ain't going to be there. Poor guy. Missed the game. Probably why AC lost. Because of Marty trying to flex. Kids are all disturbed. But whatever. So now we have a 3-point contest at MLK School. Who is going to pay for the police detail? Because you're going to have it after what happened on Wednesday for repercussions. Who was flipping that bill because of Marty's dumb idea of having an anti-violence group that went totally berserk? Now you're going to take this to a school, which they should cancel this thing. If he was smart, he'd cancel it to protect the residents and the kids at the school without abusing the police. Chief Sarkos, I hope you're listening. Someone better tell him. Have a few cops, whatever. Marty Smart, he canceled this thing out of protection for the residents of Atlantic City. God forbid something was to happen. We'll see how smart Marty is. I highly doubt it because he wants to show off. It should be canceled. No doubt. Not the time, not the place right now. Anyway, that's all we got today. Marty the murderer. Marty hiring assassins, I mean. It's disgusting. Mark my words. This $1.5 million is going to cost the city taxpayers and everybody else $10 million plus. Guaranteed. And what does Marty care? He don't. Should come out of his and his wife's salaries. They should garnish them wages starting now so they don't fall too far behind. Anyway, thank you. Love AC, love all yous, love the support. Apologize for the camera. But people, talk to your friends, talk to your neighbors, talk to your family. We need a change. This needs to end. It needs to end. Wednesday was the clearest shot in the world of what under the Marty administration is doing to this town. We've never had this ever under any administration. Marty gets in, there's been more shootings and more stabbings than any other mayor. Any of them. People leave his house and get shot. Remember that? People leave his house and get shot. Now they're getting shot in open public areas that are connected to him. What's the problem? Marty. Marty's the problem. You hang with Marty, you're going to get clipped. That's the thing. So I hope all you have life insurance. You pick out your plot of land. You got your tombstone ready. All you selfish business, attorney, business people that support this guy, go pick out your plot of dirt now. You hang out with him, you're going to get one right behind your head from one of his enemies or some, whatever the hell it is. Telling you. You've been warned. Have a good night. Hey, turn this thing. I'm going to turn this thing off.